PAT. And it is now 21-0. After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense now they head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Hurts over the middle. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. This one brought in by Dorial Green-Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now they're in the hurry-up. Wentz now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. That's one of those ones that is so hard to judge, but defensive holding there, that's what the referee saw. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Wentz now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Wentz will try again on second down. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
On third and long, it's Wentz. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see in the postgame. We're ready to get to the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. What a spin. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play, only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
I think by now it's been demonstrated quite well in the NFL that mobility is an attribute. But when you couple it with accuracy, you've really got something going. Able to get outside the pocket and complete the pass.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line.
Yeah, the focus is always on the quarterback. What did he do? Getting outside of the pocket, finding open receivers. But how about the receivers themselves? Understanding that they have to change the rules of their routes when their quarterback is scrambling.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendons.
Willie Snead all alone. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Willie Snead, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Second down, 8. Wentz to throw on second down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there off the option. 55 yards. And certainly a quarterback who has the arm, he also has the legs, Charles.
And haven't we seen over time these quarterbacks just get more and more athletic as they go along?
We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
3 down. Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up a fourth down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation. And now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go. And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
He'll look to throw, and he's got his man. That's Macklin. 9 yards on the play and a first down. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I think about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now Wentz. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
He's going to launch this. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
A gain of 6 there on first. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just goes right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Again, it's Wentz. He's got time in the pocket. And that is incomplete. Matthews the intended target, and that brings up fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And now here comes Kansas City. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. Room here to run. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. One final try now for Wentz. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.